Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back at it again with another video. Here I'm going to be going over what I usually do to prepare for the next coming week. So first things first, I got to see what really moved strong on the last day. So the first thing that's most likely on everybody's mind is Nvidia. They're doing the split soon, and they recently pushed to all-time highs, and they had a very strong close on above average volume. So what I'm going to be watching here in terms of levels is going to be you got the 645 to 646 zone. Strictly day trading, if it loses the 645, it could look to bounce off of 645. If it goes under that, some profit taking can come in, and then it could easily pull back to 636. And what would help it drop like that is if also the overall market drops. And here futures right now currently are down, but still got to wait and see how it opens around tomorrow 9:30. However, if it pushes over 651, a day trade could be to watch it go to 655, 660, but with a tight stop loss somewhere under 651. Another stock that I'm going to be watching also is going to be Amazon. Amazon is kind of consolidating here, kind of moving sideways, higher lows, lower highs. A very strong level that I'm going to be watching is the 200 SMA. That's about 3211. It's been moving sideways there, but if it were to break 3200s, it could really fall, because not only will it be breaking a trend line here, but it'll also be breaking the moving average and the zone I have from 3210 to 3200. And Tesla for now, shooting star. So that's a bearish candle, one of the 8 candles that I look for. And after a strong push up, so under the low of the day, Friday, which was 622, I would look to get some puts there. And with a stop loss maybe over 625, 626. Because in all reality, it could just keep pushing. And again, regardless of what stock that I'm going to be watching, I always have to know what the overall market is doing. So don't think like, oh, this stock has to go down because it ran up so much. Well, if the overall market keeps going up too, it'll just give it power to keep pushing. So most stocks are going to follow the overall market. So that's why you always want to make sure what the Dow Jones is doing, what the Nasdaq is doing, and what the S&P 500 is doing. So that is my top three: Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix. Let's see what Square is doing here. Alright, so for Square, also formed a shooting star, sold off towards the end there on Friday. Did not close did not close at the highs. It pulled back about 1%. Now what I would do here is I would draw a level at the bottom of the shooting star, because under there, that's when it could really go down. Why? Because if it's under that shooting star, that means that every single bull that bought on that day on Friday is going to be holding a loss. And most likely, if they're holding a loss, some of them are going to bail out and then sell out of their position, which could force the stock to keep going lower. So what I would do is I would just go here, show name on the right, and I would just say bottom of shooting star. So as I am trading tomorrow, I see it right here, that why that level is there. And then I'll put the low of the day before, and then I'll also put the high as well. And if I have two levels that are close to each other, like here for 224, and then here about the same, say 223, another trick that I'll do is I'll put a rectangle like that, and then I'll just put it into the future like that. So now on the 5-minute, it's a zone. So what this tells me is that don't play in the zone because it's too tight, and then stock could go anywhere from here, right? So I'm going to be watching this to potentially reject, again, assuming that everything is bearish, market's falling off. If it were to go over here and the market looks strong, it could be a play to the upside with a close stop loss underneath. Under 221, which again is the low of Friday, it could fall. So I would look to get puts here, or short the shares, and then cover somewhere above. So those are my top 4 for tomorrow. Square, Nvidia, Amazon, and Tesla. And then make sure you're always watching the overall market. For now, the overall market still looks strong, still looks healthy. The NASDAQ, it's holding its 50 SMA, still near all-time highs, which is crazy. And then the Dow Jones, also near all-time highs, still holding strong. So, but it could be potentially topping here because last time, around early May, it sold off. And right now we're back near those highs. So, if the same sellers step in again, or if more sellers step in again, then we could possibly shoot down. But if more buyers step in, we can also make all-time highs just as easily. So that's why you want to make sure you're watching again the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. The ticker for the NASDAQ is NDX. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm also coming out with an online course, so if you want to stay tuned for that, I'm going to include the link for the mailing list, for the wait list, down below. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, share. Peace.